What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Mindset Makeover. My name is Josh. I am your push coach, and I'm so freaking excited to hang out with you guys tonight. We are going to do some awesome stuff tonight. We are going to work through identifying your limiting beliefs as well as putting together a game plan and a strategy to knock those freaking limiting beliefs out of your life for good. Do me a huge favor as you hop on, make sure and say hi over here. Tell me where you're from. Julia from Puerto Rico. Who else? We got tons. Colorado repping. We got Megan. We got South Dakota in the house. Make sure and say hello as you're hopping on. If you've never heard of me, don't know who the heck I am, my name is Josh Coates. I'm a member of the John Maxwell team. If you've never heard of John Maxwell, he is the #1 leadership trainer on the frickin' planet. The dude is legit. He is everything. And I've been working as a part of his team for the last 4 years. And for the last 3 years, whew, that's a lot of people from a lot of places. The last 3 years specifically working with network marketers. If you're not a network marketer, it's okay. Tonight will still apply to you. If you are a network marketer, then this is going to be 100% up your alley, in your language. Tonight is going to be awesome. We got New Jersey in the house. We got Augusta. We got to get some stories in here. Hold on. Oh, go on. I got to get the stories real quick. Here we go. What do we got here? There we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome over. We got Pittsburgh in the house. Keep them coming. We got Cali in the house. Indiana, Puerto Rico. We got Utah, Tennessee, Indy, Delaware. What's going on, everybody? I'm so excited to be here. How many of you came? Oh, we got from Kansas. What's up, Shelby? I'm from Wichita. I hope you're a Rock Chalk Jayhawk ready to watch the games this weekend. Final Four, baby. Hello from Oklahoma, Lisa. I'm in Tulsa, Florida in the house. Was just there a couple months ago. Iowa. I lived there when I was a little kid. It's like all of this. Illinois. What's up? Tonight, we're going to do something super special. I've been telling people in my groups all week long that tonight is literally going to be the most powerful webinar that I've ever done before. Some of you have been following me for a while, and you hop on these regularly because I host free webinars. For those of you who don't know, I do free webinars usually once a month to give people the ability to hop on and just get some free access to do some free trainings and to do some awesome stuff to help you. Hey, what's going on, Ashley? To help you to take the next step in your business, okay? Some of you you've heard me speak on recruiting, you've heard me speak on purpose, you've heard me speak on so many things, but tonight is going to be the most powerful thing we've ever done. Let me tell you why. Because I have found from mentoring thousands of people, training thousands of people, speaking at events all over the country, doing workshops all around the country, was just hanging out with Molly and her team this last weekend. I have found that the only thing that really separates people from where they are and where they really want to be is all up here in their head. It's every single time. And every single time I have someone that I feature, whether the art of recruiting or the push life community, that has a big, huge breakthrough in their business. Every single time when I ask them after the fact, what was the biggest thing, the biggest difference, the biggest change you saw in your business? Every single time it was mindset. So tonight is going to be the most powerful night you have ever had in your life up to this moment. I believe 100% that your life is about to change for good. Not just like temporarily, but I mean like it's going to be changed for good from now on. After tonight, you're going to break through your limiting beliefs. You're going to get over your fears. You're going to get over your excuses, and you're going to finally build the business of your dreams. We have got 436 on live. I believe we have tons more coming. We've got 2,700 people registered for tonight. So I'm sure we got lots more people that are going to be hopping on as we go. Others watching the recording, which is totally fine. Welcome if you're watching the recording and were able to join us live. So glad that you took time out of your day to watch this. So let's talk about giveaways. I love to do giveaways. We had a tagging contest yesterday in the Facebook event. So if you were in the Facebook event and you participated in that, we are going to, Steph with an F, what's up? We are going to announce those winners at the end of the night along with the other winners, okay? So here's how you can win some prizes tonight, whether you participated in that or not. If you're on with me live tonight, we are giving away 5 free shirts / tank tops / whatever we happen to have in stock. We've got Let's Puke Together. If you can see, I wear that on my wrist. What is Let's Puke Together? It means we set goals so big that they make us want to throw up. That's right. That's what we do. That's what I'm about to teach you how to do. If you don't know Let's Puke Together, you're going to find out tonight, because I promise you about 10 minutes in, you're going to feel like it. It's going to be beautiful. So here's how you can do it. We're giving away 5 free shirts / tank tops, whatever we have left. And we're also giving away 5 free training groups. I've got the Art of Recruiting. I've got the Push Life Community. I've got a training that teaches you my Facebook ads system, which is one of the #1 ways I get people onto these webinars is via Facebook ads. It's a great business building tool. I've got the Art of Leading. Any of my trainings, 5 of you are going to win a free spot, in addition to the prizes from yesterday, in which case someone from yesterday is going to win $200 cash tonight. Okay, here's how you win the prize. What's up, Kansas City in the house? Here's how you win the prize. Take a picture of the screen that you see here, or take a screenshot with me in the background. You want to pull out your phone, go selfie mode. That's cool. Take a screenshot, take a selfie of yourself with me in the background. Just got to capture something from this call, okay? Something from this call. If you want to just take a picture of me or have yourself in it, awesome. Either way, okay? Tag me on Facebook or Instagram. On Facebook, I am put the @ sign, and then put Josh Coates Push Coach. Josh Coates Push Coach, okay? If you are on Instagram, I need you to do @Josh Coates _ Push Coach. Let's put this in here. Let's put @Josh Coates Push. Why have I never done that before? Or on Instagram, @Josh Coates. You guys are about to find out about my lack of typing skills. Boom, there we go. Facebook, Josh Coates Push Coach, or on IG @Josh Coates _ Push Coach. Go ahead and give me a follow while you're there. I need you to tag me with a picture, use hashtag Let's Puke Together, and just say anything that you learned from tonight. Okay, there's going to be some bombs that we're going to drop tonight. We're going to drop some truth bombs. We're going to get real. We're going to get intense. Take whatever you want to say. Anything you hear tonight that you believe is something that benefits you, that will also benefit your following. Remember, if you've got a social media business, please post things that add value to other people. Pick something that you think is relatable to people who follow your journey and that might be interested in signing up with you. Okay, that's what I want you to do. Hashtag Let's Puke Together, @Josh Coates Push Coach. Put it on social media. My boy Jay Ring will be browsing through those tonight as we are on this. PS, Jay Ring does like things usually a little more on the comical side. So basically, the more stupid you can make me look, the more likely you are to have Jay Ring pick you for one of the prizes, okay? So feel free. I don't get offended. I love it. I'm a hashtag peacock. I love it. So make me look stupid. Use Snapchat. Do a voice changer. Anything you want to do, all right? Are you guys ready to do it? Thank you for that question. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You cannot do it in your stories, okay? Not in your stories. It's got to be on your actual Instagram page, okay? Megan Geese, what up, girl? If you do it in your stories, no one else sees it, and that's not really very much fun other than people follow your stories. It's got to be on your public page, because otherwise Jay Ring has to go to my mentions in my stories, and he's got to go through every single one of those. If you use the hashtag, he can just go to the hashtag and just scroll through those. So not on your stories, although you can put it there too. It's got to be on your page. Okay, are you guys ready to dive in? Are you ready to go? Rolling up the sleeves because I'm already getting a little warm. You guys ready to do this? Ready for the mindset makeover? All right, let's go. So here's what we're going to do. This is why we are doing this, is because Napoleon Hill, who wrote Think and Grow Rich, best-selling personal development book of all time, said these words. I want you to write them down. You ready? I hope you're ready to take some notes. Now, when I take notes, everything's in all caps. Everything gets underlined. We got exclamation marks highlighted, pink, purple, green, blue, yellow, every color you got. Are you ready? Okay. The first thing that I want you to write down today, the only limitations that exist, are the ones we create in our mind. Say it again. The only limitations that exist are the ones that we create in our mind. In our mind, we have created limitations. While we're sitting here, I've said this so many times. So many of you heard me say this a million times. I don't care. We are sitting here trying to figure out how to grow a business, trying to figure out how to get a couple more likes on our post, trying to figure out how to get a couple more followers, trying to figure out how to recruit a couple people to our team. And while we are struggling with these tiny little things that feel huge to us, but they're such tiny little things, if you think about the fact that right now, someone is on a spaceship flying to another freaking planet. Someone had to do the mathematical formula to figure out how to get a rocket ship from Earth to another planet. How do you calculate that when you've never flown the rocket ship and you've never been to another planet? How do you even do that? I don't know. Do you know how they did it? Because they determined up here that they could do it. The only limitations that exist, whatever you're struggling with in your business right now, I promise you, it is all up here. How do I recruit more people? How do I get more sales? How do I become a leader? All of these how-tos are things that you have tricked yourself into thinking you need because you don't quite believe in yourself. And because you don't believe in yourself, you make up reasons of why you can't succeed. And then you become something that I call, what I kind of tagged this today. I shouldn't say I call. I literally just said it for the first time earlier today on a Push Life call. You become an information hoarder. Write that down. Write down the words information hoarder. Here's what happens. Because people are convinced that they can't do something, they get on call after call after call after call after training after training after training after live event after live event after live event after live event, and they still think there's something they're missing. I think that there's something that all the top people, all the successful people are doing that they aren't telling me. I know that there's just this one thing that they're just hiding in a box over here and they're not telling anybody about. And if they would just tell me, so you get on call thinking, oh, this is the one, maybe they're going to share with me that one secret that they do. Maybe they're going to share that one magical thing. And so what happens is you find yourself just searching and looking and constantly looking for the solution. And it doesn't matter what you look for, you can't seem to find it. Sorry if the screen's shaking all over the place tonight. I'm a little intense. I'm ready to freaking go tonight, guys. I'm like ready to go. So if the camera shakes, sorry, whatever. Don't worry about it, okay? Just get over it. You have become so convinced that there's something out here that you need, when the truth is, it's all something in here. What I'm going to do tonight is not necessarily give you a mindset makeover, although that does sound very catchy and clever. It's more of, I'm going to flip your house. Does anybody ever watch any like HGTV and they flip the house? What do they do when they flip the house, guys? We've got an old, crappy house in some cool, trendy neighborhood. We're going to buy it underpriced, and we're going to fix it up, and then we're going to sell it for too much money, right? Well, here's what I'm going to do. Not as much a makeover as much as we are going to flip your house. Now, here's what we got to do. The number one thing that we're going to do when we flip a house, what is the first thing they do when they walk into that house? It is my favorite part of the show. It is the only reason I would ever do anything in construction, because those of you that know me, I'm 100% metrosexual. I don't fix stuff. I'm not good with my hands. I'm absolutely not a man's man at all. I may dress like a lumberjack, but I promise you, I can't fix anything. But there's one thing that I would want to do. There's one part I would absolutely love to do. Stephanie's got it. It is demo. I would love to just walk into that house with a sledgehammer and just beat the crap out of every freaking wall, out of every single counter. I would love to just absolutely tear it up. That's step one. Step one to our mindset makeover tonight is we are going to find the parts of your house that are broken down, molding out, and falling apart, and we have got to tear it out. So this is what we're going to do. Number one thing, the demo part, is identifying our limiting beliefs. The reason we can't seem to solve our problems, listen, please, please, please listen to this. This is a note that I took. I have to read it, which I hate reading notes, but this one's good. I wrote it down. I was like, I just have to read this. You have to hear this. The reason we can't seem to solve our problems is because we're not being honest about them. We cover up the real issue with a story or excuse. Think about this for a second. The reason we can't seem to solve the real problem. Well, I can't recruit because I'm not good enough of a leader. I'm not successful enough to help anyone else. I can't seem to get anyone to buy what I have. Everyone gives me this money objection. Well, I can't rank advance because I can't get anyone else to work. Every single problem you're having in your business, the real reason you can't solve it is because you're not even being honest about what the real problem is. You are covering up the real issue with a story or excuse, or as I like to say around the country, I travel around the country speaking at events called Super Saturdays for my health and fitness coaches. And this is a part of what I speak on. I'll be speaking on this in Houston next weekend. One of the points that I make there is that our limiting beliefs, write this down in all caps, highlight this crap, underline this crap. Our limiting beliefs are constantly looking for a story to justify our fears and excuses. Write this down, please. Our limiting beliefs are constantly looking for a story to justify our fears and excuses. I promise you this. If you have a limiting belief, you will find a way to justify it and prove it true, to cover up your fears and excuses. And let me give you one example. I don't think that I'm good enough of a leader. That's my limiting belief. The story that I will tell myself is I could never grow a successful team because I'm not a good leader. So what will I do? I will watch other people who I do think are good leaders, and I will find things that they have that I don't. And then I'll make up a story to try to justify my fear or my excuse. And I'll start to say things like this. See, I knew I couldn't have a big team. I knew I couldn't be successful because I'm not outgoing like they are. I'm not as pretty as they are. I'm not as smart as they are. I don't hit big numbers like that. And you will literally sit and you will find whatever it is that you need to justify your fear or excuse so that you can sit still and not take full responsibility for the real problem. And you will sit there and you will tell that story all day and night. And until we get honest with ourselves, until we say out loud what the real problem is, we will allow this to control our lives, or as one of my mentors on the John Maxwell team says, until the unconscious becomes conscious, it will rule your life and you will call it fate. Until the unconscious becomes conscious, it will rule your life and you will call it fate. You will say things like, well, I guess I'm not meant to succeed. I guess I am just not good enough. I guess I just don't have what it takes. And you will sit there and you will allow your fate to be controlled by the story you're trying to tell that really just gives you permission to fail. Everyone that's not succeeding is because they are looking for permission to fail. And tonight, I'm going to help you to find that limiting belief, to grab onto it and expose it for what it really is. It is a lie. Whatever you're telling yourself is a lie. Because I promise you, if you have breath in your lungs, you have just as much potential. You have just as much creativity. You have just as much passion. You have just as much talent as anyone else on the planet. And the only reason you're convinced that you don't is because of a lie you've been telling yourself over and over and over and over and over. And as much as you hate this lie, And as bad as you want to succeed, as much as you want to change your circumstances, you want to change your situation, you want to build a better life for your family, you want so badly to build the thing that you've always wanted, you never will until you stop telling this lie. And you look at your fears, you look them in the eye and call them out for what they really are. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to answer a couple questions tonight to help you to discover what your limiting belief really is. Until we identify it, it's impossible to conquer it. If we don't go looking for the issues in the house, we can't just assume that the wall needs knocked out. We need to know, does this actually work with the design or not? We don't just rewire the entire the electricity in the entire house unless it needs it, right? But we've got to find out what those things are so that we can fix them. So the first question, I want you to write down an answer to this, okay? What is the number one thing you are trying to do right now in your business that you feel you're failing at? What is the number one thing you're trying to do in your business that you feel you are failing at? What's up, Nikki? Thanks for hopping on with us from Boston. I need to make a trip to Boston really bad. What's the number one thing you're trying to do right now in your business that you are failing at? And feel free to drop it in the comments over here after you write it down on your piece of paper or on your phone or whatever it is you're doing. Feel free to share it with us. The number one thing you're trying to do that you are failing at. Now, tell me this. What is the main reason you can't do it? What is the main reason you can't do it? What is the number one reason you can't do the thing that you are trying to do? Answer that with me. Now that you know what you're trying to do, what it is you're struggling at, now I need to know why. Why is it that you can't do that? Lack of confidence, being a product of the product, not pushing hard enough, inviting, reaching out, fear. I'm seeing all kinds of answers. What is the number one reason you can't do the thing you're trying to do? The number one thing. Now, here's the thing. For most people, the first answer that came to your mind, the first thing that you thought of is your limiting belief. For the most part, and there are some exceptions, and I'm going to teach you how to know the difference. There are some exceptions, but for the most part, the first thing that comes out of your mouth is the lie you've been telling yourself. It's not the real issue. When I get on one-on-one calls with people all the time, I ask them, what is it you're trying to do? Why are you struggling? And almost every single time, the first answer that comes out is a total lie. Now, let me teach you how to understand whether you gave a lie or whether you gave the real problem. I will say this, that sometimes you're a little more honest with me than you are with other people when you talk to them. Because sometimes you're trying to save your ego when you talk to other people. And that's usually where the limiting belief comes, is when we're trying to protect our ego. So here's the thing. Anything that starts with blaming someone else or something else outside of yourself is 100% a limiting belief. If you say anything like, people don't want to buy from me, prices are too high, Facebook algorithm, I don't know how, that really starts with I, but anything outside of you and your own personal effort is a limiting belief, okay? Here's the other thing that can be a limiting belief. Anything that says, I don't have. If you say, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough motivation, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough training, I don't have enough resources, 100% a limiting belief. If anything you said is out here or has to do with what you do or don't have, it's a limiting belief. So how do we find the root issue? How do we find what's really going on? We ask ourselves this, and this is number 2 that we're going to go through, is we create affirmations that combat our limiting beliefs. Write this down. We create affirmations that combat our limiting beliefs. Once we find out what the limiting belief is, we have got to fight that limiting belief. We don't just tear the house down. We got to rebuild something, correct? We have got to rebuild something in place of it. Otherwise, we just got an empty house with no walls, with no electricity, with no plumbing, no nothing. So here's the thing. Here's the thing that I need you to understand. The opposite of fear is not positivity. It is logic. Write this down, please. The opposite of fear is not positivity. It's logic. It is logic. Now, here's the thing. Some of you think that, I don't have enough time. So the positive side would say, I have all of the time in the world. I always have more than enough time to get things done. But the logic is we all have the same amount of time in the day. And that if you really, really, really want to work your business and grow your business, you've got to find the logical side to it, which the logical side is that we all have 24 hours and you have as much time as you decide to have if you plan and organize that time. The truth is, it's not that you don't have enough time. The truth is that you don't manage your time. We all have time. We just manage it differently and we value different things. And the truth is you're not spending time on the thing you value. You might say, you don't have enough confidence. I don't have enough confidence. Now, why don't you have enough confidence? You don't have enough confidence in what? In your product? Has it worked for you? Then you should have confidence. You don't have enough confidence in your leadership. Well, the fact is, you're probably overlooking what leadership really is. You've made leadership some mountaintop that only a few people get to. And really all leadership is I'm going to offer to you what I've done for myself. If I've learned something, I'm going to turn and I'm going to teach it. The things on these webinars that I teach, they're not rocket science. Nothing on my webinars is rocket science. They're just things that I learned along the way from reading things, from learning things. What we have to do, guys, is take whatever your fear is, and we've got to create something logical out of it. And let me go a little bit deeper and help you understand this. I was at a team retreat, and this happens all the time. And I had a couple of people that were doing affirmations. But let me tell you what they were doing that was wrong. They were saying things like, I'm a positive person, so I attract good things. I attract everyone to come to me. Resources are always coming my way. Everything is always coming to me. Now, here's the thing. That's a good affirmation. I have nothing wrong with it. But once we dug down, we found out that the person really was struggling to believe in themselves and whether or not they were worthy of success. Almost every single person, whatever your limiting belief is, it comes down to being afraid that you're not worthy of success or that you're not capable of success. Almost every single person. You're either thinking that you're not worthy of it or you're not capable. And here's the problem, guys. If you don't think you're worthy of success, you will sit and speak into existence the most wonderful, amazing, positive, incredible things, but because you don't believe you're worthy, you'll never allow yourself to even accept them. Let me give you an analogy. I can get on Amazon right now, and I've got plenty of money in my bank account. I could order all kinds of awesome stuff. I could order myself some new clothes. I could order myself, these days I can order a meal. I could order 100,000 things and have them show up at my front door. But if I don't feel like I'm not worthy enough to have them, and I just sit here and leave the door shut and I never walk out there and grab them, what does it even matter? What does it even matter if I manifest all of the most amazing things in the world? If I don't feel I'm worthy, I won't grab onto them and allow myself to have them and enjoy them and use them. And this is what most of you are struggling with. Most of you on this call, you are struggling with the fact that you don't think you're worthy. You're struggling with a fear of failure. You're afraid that, you know what, if I do it, I'm going to look stupid. I'm going to tell everyone this is what I do. Everyone already makes fun of me at the Christmas dinner anyways. You're afraid of what people think of you. You're afraid that everyone around you is watching you and that they're rejecting you. You're afraid to send messages and invites because you're afraid of what people think of you. And if you're afraid of what people think of you, it's because you don't value yourself enough and you're looking for someone else to affirm your value. because you don't believe you're valuable. You're looking for everyone else to tell you that you are. And the one thing that you're really struggling with this business is that you are so afraid of taking the steps it takes to succeed because of what others will think and what others might think of you along the way. Because at the end of the day, you don't think you're worthy enough. You don't love yourself enough to just go make it happen and not give a frick what anyone thinks of you. You're looking for value in others. You're looking for value. You don't think you're valuable enough to be a good leader. You don't think that you're valuable enough to have a strong team. You don't think you're good enough of a leader. At the end of the day, you're just saying you don't think you're valuable enough. We're all struggling with this thing of, am I valuable enough? And am I capable of actually creating what I want? Not getting far enough fast enough to pay the bills. We're all struggling with some type of deep-rooted issue that goes, I'm telling you guys, it goes way far beyond just being afraid of messaging people, just being afraid of inviting people, just being afraid of asking people to join our team, posting on social media. It goes way deeper than all of that, guys. Pretty much all of us are struggling with, am I really good enough? Am I really valuable enough? Am I really worth the things that I know really could happen if I put in the work? Or I know that I'm worthy and I know that an effort, maybe I'll find out that I'm really not as capable as other people. Maybe I'll find out that I really don't have what it takes, and I will find out that I am a failure and I wasn't as capable as everyone else. I'll fail. I'll feel like an idiot. I will have wasted my time. I will have wasted my energy. And here's what I need you to understand, guys. Those are all your emotions speaking, and those are all lies. They are all 100% lies. And these voices are in the back of your head, sometimes in the front of your head. And they are speaking to you so strongly because they are trying to keep you stuck where you're at. Because I promise you this, our beliefs want nothing more than to stay the same. Our beliefs want us to stay where it's comfortable. Our beliefs want us to stay where there is no fight. Our beliefs want us to stay where we're at so that they don't have to evolve and change. We as humans absolutely hate to evolve and change, but it's the only thing that will bring us what we really want in life, is to constantly evolve and change, which means, this is why this webinar is so important tonight, guys, because for the rest of your life, if you are on a growth journey, you are going to face limiting belief after limiting belief. Everyone thinks, if I could just get to this point right here, that's where rock star confidence comes in and I never have limiting beliefs again. I work with rock stars every single day and they all have limiting beliefs. They just look different. At every level you go to, there's a different limiting belief that attacks you. And the reason people get stuck at a level along the way is because they stop fighting. So tonight I have to teach you how to fight. Because if you don't fight the right battle, obviously you won't win. And if you don't know how to fight it, you won't win. You do not win the battle with positivity. You win the battle with logic. Now, let me give you an example. One of my fears is that I have spoke on hundreds, if not thousands of calls. I have written thousands of posts and emails. I have technically given so many presentations that part of me is scared to death that I'll run out of things to say, that no one will want to get on a webinar with me because I won't have anything new to say. But here's the thing. That's my fear speaking. That is not logical. Because if you just stop and remove yourself from the emotions, this is something the old schoolers call Emotional intelligence. I've got the book right here. It's an incredible book. Emotional intelligence is your ability to remove yourself from the emotions and make a logical decision. Logically speaking, if I keep reading books, which I always do, I've got like 5 on my desk right now. If I keep listening to other people and what they're learning and what they're going through, if I keep experiencing and reflecting, if I keep learning, how could I possibly run out of things to say? There are literally millions of books out there. There are obviously plenty of things to say if I just keep learning. Now, let's go back to your limiting beliefs. Whatever limiting belief you have, we have got to find the logic behind it. So here's the questions we got to ask ourselves, okay? Based on the thing that you are struggling with, the number one thing that you are trying to accomplish and do in your business, what is the thing that you can control to fix this issue? What is the thing that you can control? I want you to write it down, thinking about the issue that you're going through. What's the thing you could control? Maybe you're not 100% in control of rank advancing, but what part of that can you control? Now, I'm going to walk through some of these. I actually wrote down some of the most common limiting beliefs, fears, and excuses that I get from people, okay? I wrote down the top 1, 2, 3, 4. I wrote down like the top 4 things that I hear from people on calls, and I'm assuming some of you have these things too. So I'm going to go through these, and I want to teach you how. Now, you may not have the exact one, but I hope that you can understand from watching me walk through this process how to do this with your own fear, okay? So let's go through this. Not enough time, okay? I already brought this one up. I brought it up earlier. Not enough time. And the truth is, the logic is, we all have 24 hours. We can decide what to do with that time. So if I wanted to make up an affirmation for a limiting belief of not having enough time, this is what I would do. I would say something like this every single day. I have as much time as everyone else. And so today, I'm making a decision to plan out my time, to be intentional with my time, and make sure I spend my time doing the things I value instead of wasting my time on things I don't value. Notice how I took my fear and I turned it into basically actions that I'm actually going to do every day to keep my fear from coming to pass. Because I believe that our fears are actually warning signs of what could happen or would happen if we don't take action. And the crazy thing is that our fears are actually trying to warn us of what will happen if we don't take action, which really means if we just take action, it won't happen. But because of the fear, we freeze up, we don't do anything about it, and therefore fears come true because we refuse to do anything to actually combat it. Next thing, I'm not motivated. You guys know I hate this one so bad. If your fear, your excuse is I'm not motivated, here's the thing. You can decide to stick to your priorities no matter what. You don't have to be motivated. You don't have to feel good to do something the same way. You don't have to be motivated to wake your kids up in the middle of the night. Have any of you ever been motivated in the middle of the night to wake up and feed the baby? Anybody? Anybody ever been through that? I have 4 kids, so I've been through that 4 different times. There's not a single time I have been motivated to wake up in the middle of the night and feed a baby. But I did it because it was my priority and it was what I valued. My priority was to take care of the kid because I valued the kid. I want you to say something like this every day. Because my business is my priority, I choose to value it today and put my time and my energy and my effort into it, whether I feel motivated or not. I choose to put in the work. I choose to put in the effort. The next one, I'm not a good leader. This one's hilarious. I love this one. I love when people tell me that they're not a good leader. Here's the thing. Is it that you're not a good leader? Or is it that you don't have good public speaking skills? Or is it that you just don't have enough people to lead yet? Is it that you just have nobody on your team that wants to do anything. Here's the thing. If you don't think you're a good leader, most of the time it's because you don't have anyone on your team doing anything, correct? Here's what you can control, can't control. Number one, what you can control is getting more people. You can always get more people. Here's what you can't control: whether or not anyone actually puts in work or energy or effort, because you can't make anyone else do anything they don't want to do. And what you're doing, if you think you're a bad leader, is you are wearing too much of the guilt and pressure and blame for what other people don't do, and you are 100% not responsible for what anyone else does or doesn't do. I run training groups every single month, and I promise you there are a ton of people in the groups that don't do anything. But guess what? There are some people who do a lot. And I know that if I want people to do something, I got to find a whole bunch of people, because I know that 80% of people aren't going to do anything. So the answer is, I can't control people, but I can control getting more of them until I find the ones that do want to work. So your affirmation, instead of "I'm a crappy leader," should be something like, I can control how many people I add to my team. So I am personally upping my numbers. I'm going to take control and recruit more people and find more people and look for the right people to join my team so that I can finally have some people that want to do something. Last one that I'm going to go over is, I don't have enough leaders. So finally you get to the point where you believe you're a good leader, but you don't think anyone else on your team is a good enough leader, and you're trying really hard to rank advance. But the problem is, if none of them will do anything, you're screwed, right? I don't have enough leaders. Again, here's the thing. If you don't have any leaders, you cannot control whether or not the people on your team become leaders, but you can control being intentional about going out and finding more people and finding leaders. And you can control this. Here's the thing that's really important. Really, really, really important that you can control. You can control how high you set the bar. As a leader, no one will ever, for the most part, occasionally some will, like maybe this many will. Most people on your team will not duplicate your standards and your work ethic. They will do about 50% of it. So if you say, Josh, no one on my team is recruiting at all. Well, how many people are you recruiting? Josh, no one is getting new sales at all. Well, how many sales are you getting? The number one responsibility of a leader is production. Production. If you want your team to raise up to leaders, here's the thing. You got to go up to an even higher level than what you want them to do. You really need to do double of what you want your team to do. Can't control if they're going to be leaders, but you can control how high you set the bar. So every single day, I want you to say, every single day, I'm setting the bar higher and higher and higher, because I'm going to be the best leader I can be. I'm going to raise the bar so that other people know how to follow, they know who to follow, and they know how to get where I'm going. I can't control if they come with me, but I can control setting the pace so that they know what to do when they are ready. Success Club 10 legend, team still wasn't producing, and it's not going to, Sean, because if you're hitting Success Club 10, your top leaders are barely going to believe they can hit Success Club 5. And Success Club 5, again, that's just barely your leaders. That depends on how many people you have on your team. You got 20 people on your team. Guess what? You guys, can I give you all something that you really, 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 really need to know that I taught on the recruiting masterclass last month, I believe, if I remember right. If you think you have 20 people on your team, you really only have 4. The 80-20 rule says that 20% of our people will show up. The other 80% will ghost. They'll hang out, they'll show up for the calls, they'll show up for the trainings, but they ain't doing nothing behind the scenes. If you think you got a team of 20, you got a team of 4. Again, you are in control, because if you want a team of 20, you need to go find 100. Let me say that again. You want a team of 20? Go get 100. You are in control if you understand what it takes. So here's the thing. This is your assignment tonight, is you are going to take whatever your limiting beliefs are, and you are going to create an affirmation that attacks it with the logic of what you are in control of. And every single day until you are blue in the face and you finally see this thing shift and churn, you are going to say this logical thing over and over and over. I've been doing this as far as the fear that I told you about running out of things to say. That was a big time fear of mine towards the end of last year. And I've been saying every single day, over and over and over and over. I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly listening. I'm constantly observing. So I always have new things to share. You know what happens? You know what happens? Same thing that Ashley McClellan talked about on my Push Life call last month. What happens is every single time that stupid thought comes to me, man, I'm going to run out of things to say. I got a webinar coming up this month. I got to speak for the Push Life community. I got content I'm recording for the Art of Recruiting. I got emails and a new book that I'm working on. I'm going to run out of things to say. Every single time that thought comes to my mind, I'm immediately reminded, how could I possibly run out of things to say? I got 5 books right here on my desk. I've got audiobooks playing in my ears. Every single day I get to talk to amazing people that I get to learn from. There's no way in the world I'm ever going to run out of things to say. And boom, just like that, I've snapped out of it. And instead of allowing my fear to paralyze and cripple me, I just keep going. How many of you guys, your fears and your excuses have been crippling you for far too long? Guys, it's time to take control. It's time to use logic and fight against the things that have been paralyzing you and remind yourself that these fears and excuses are nothing but lies. They are lies. And we have to decide to face those lies right in the face. And we have to decide that we are going to take control and that we aren't going to let fear hold us back from the life we really want. We're not going to let excuses hold us back from what our family deserves, from what our kids deserves. We are never, ever, 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 ever going to let our stupid emotions lie to us again. Now, I think emotions can be a great thing, but they can also be a paralyzing thing if we allow them to control us. The last step that I'm going to give you tonight, number 3, is you got to set yourself up to succeed. So the first thing, find your limiting beliefs. Number 2, fight your limiting beliefs with logic. Number 3, set yourself up to succeed. So the first step, we're going to go in and we're going to demolish the house. We're going to tear down everything that sucks that we don't like. Then we're going to go in and we're going to fix it with things that we do like. But here's the thing, along the way, when we are doing a flip of a house, how many of you noticed that at some point there's something in the house that we don't know how to fix and we get stuck? There's maybe an electrical issue, maybe there's a foundational issue. There's something that's above and beyond what we personally know how to do, and we have to call in the specialist. You guys ever watching these shows where they're flipping the houses and it's like they're tearing everything down, they're trying to rebuild, and they're like, oh crap, we just ran into this one thing and we can't handle this problem. We got to call in a specialist, because if we do the wrong thing here, we could set the whole house on fire, or we could flood the house, or shoot, if there's cracks in the foundation, this whole thing could just fall apart on us. So what we have to do is sometimes we have to call in the specialist. I'm reading a book right now called Grit. It's an amazing book. You should check it out. It's written by Angela Duckworth. And she's studying why some people are so gritty and why other people aren't. Why some people push through and persevere and why others don't. And she says that she's doing this study, she's doing this research, and she talks to this expert that's basically an expert in studying people. And she says, I want to know something. She says, I have noticed some people are always getting healthier, always getting in better shape. They're always improving their physique and looking better. Why is it that I've been running every single day for the last 10 years and I've never, ever, ever continually improved, gotten any better? I don't run any faster. I'm not in any better shape, and I don't have better physique. He said, let me ask you something. What is it you do while you're running? She said, well, I usually listen to NPR news. He said, okay. And do you track the journey that you run each day? Nope. Do you write down how long the run is? How many minutes, seconds, all that? No. Do you track your heart rate? No. Do you do anything at all to track the journey or to make new goals to becoming better at your journey? No. Do you have a coach? No. He said the reason everyone else that you're seeing is improving and you're not is because you have absolutely no intentional plan for doing so. You don't have a goal that you're pushing for, and you don't have a system that you're following to make you any better. What you are doing is you are waking up and aimlessly running every single day and just hoping and praying that somehow, some way you get better. Now, let me ask you this, guys. How many of you in your business are waking up every single day and just hopelessly, aimlessly, just doing work, grinding away, wearing the hard work badge, but you have absolutely no idea, number one, what you're really pushing for as far as goals go, and number two, what system you're actually implementing and what you're doing to track what you're doing, to track the progress, and to review what you're doing, to have any idea of whether or not you're actually doing anything to get any better. I would be willing to bet that 90% of the people on this call are literally waking up every day and aimlessly working their business. Most of the times, mindlessly working their businesses. Somewhere back here, like somewhere way back here, you have some type of an idea of what it is you're supposed to do in a day, but you've never wrote it down. You don't have any goals to push yourself to try to get better, to try to get yourself to the next level. You're literally just waking up and just going for it. And then you are so frustrated that everyone else is getting results, or so it looks like on social media, that everyone else is ranking advancing, that everyone else is making money, and you feel like you are just absolutely stuck. You feel like Angela. You're running the trail every single day, but you don't look any better. You don't feel any better. It's just something you do. Well, I love helping people to figure it out what it is they want to do. I love to help people say, you know what? I am sick and tired of getting the same results over and over and over in my business. I have a couple people that I want to give a little bit of a shout out to tonight. My girl, Ashley McClellan, that I believe is on the call with us tonight. I think I saw her earlier, about a year ago. She said, I'm sick and tired of getting the same results over and over and over. She decided to do something about it. She decided to get into my trainings. She decided to start following my system. She decided to start working on her mindset. She decided to put in massive action to conquering her limiting beliefs and actually pursuing a goal. From the 1 year ago, Ashley has gone from making about $1,000 a month in her business to just recently having her first $5,000 month. Now, how many of you say, Josh, I would love to have my first $5,000 month? Now, here's the thing. That didn't happen overnight. I am not trying to pretend that this crap happens overnight, because it doesn't. That was a year of working with me, working with my system, setting goals. Another homegirl, Megan Geese. I'm assuming she's on. You hanging with us tonight, Megan? She got involved with me last January, or maybe right before that. And she decided she was sick and tired of getting the same results over and over, doing the same thing over and over. She started setting puke goals, as we like to call them. She started pushing her butt. She showed up at my event last year. She's been in my training groups every month since. She just recently became one of my one-on-one clients. The girl just recently had her first month where she quadrupled. You know what quadrupled means? It means 4 times. She quadrupled her teaching salary while still teaching. She's a full-time teacher, and while teaching full-time, using my system, has quadrupled her teaching salary. I also want to give a shout out to my homegirl, Wendy. I don't know if she's hanging with us tonight because she lives in Australia. And Wendy hopped on with me in January. And she is a Synergence girl. And when she hopped in, she at the time was recruiting 1 to 2 people a month. And if I remember right, her sales are about $1,000 a month. Since then, In February, she was my rock star in my training group. She recruited 15 people to her team in February. She is now currently number 4 in Australia in her company, and she's doing $2,000 a month in sales instead of $1,000 in sales. Guys, this is what happens. This is what happens when you decide to do something about it, when you decide to go all in. Guys, I want to tell you a little bit about my trainings and why they work. Someone asked, Rita said, what's your system? I want to know. Tell me about the system. Here's the system. This is why my training works, okay? The Art of Recruiting is a training that is changing people's lives every day, and here's why. Number 1, in the Art of Recruiting, I give you a mindset makeover. I know that every single person in their business, like we've talked about tonight, is struggling with limiting beliefs, is struggling with fears that are holding you back from getting the kind of results that you want. And I know the limiting beliefs that you're dealing with when it comes to posting, when it comes to starting conversations, when it comes to doing invites, when it comes to every single part of the business. I know what you're struggling with, and I help you attack those limiting beliefs in the modules that I recorded. I go through those fears one at a time to help you have a mindset makeover to get your mind where it needs to be. Number 2, I give you a business makeover. I give you all of the how-tos just in case you are missing some training. I teach you how to start conversations. I teach you how to post on social media for engagement. People in my groups, their engagement on Facebook, while everyone else is wacky, their engagement is blowing up. I teach you how to brand yourself. I teach you how to have the mindset of a rock star. I literally give you a full-blown business makeover. There's no more guessing. How many of you signed up for trainings before and they did not apply to network marketing? You signed up for the training, you went through it, and you're like, wow, that was a lot of really cool stuff that I have no idea how to apply to my network marketing business. My training group is set up for network marketers so that you can just plug and play. The info that I give you plugs straight into your business. The other thing is there's true accountability, okay? There's true accountability because we have this thing called the cashback challenge, or as my health coach is called, the health bet pot. And every single time someone purchases, we take some of that money, it's a fourth of the money, we stick it into this cash pot. And if you show up and work your business and do 85% of the activities you are supposed to do, we split the pot with you. You take that pot, we split it, and we send it to you. We send it to your PayPal account or however you want it, and we get you the money so that you earn something for putting in the work. On top of that, we have the app. The app is changing lives because it shows you what to do every day. How many of you are sick and tired of guessing what to do when you wake up every single day? The app shows you the exact activities that you need to do every single day. So I want to get you into the Art of Recruiting. Do you guys want to get into the Art of Recruiting? Okay. The Art of Recruiting is $249, but I've been running it as a special here recently for $199 to help people get going. For $199, you get into the Art of Recruiting. Get the Facebook community. We have you in a Facebook group. You get the access to my modules plus the bonus modules from my clients and other rock stars from the group. You're going to get access to the app and access to the health bet pot. If you want to do it, you can go sign up here right now for $199. Are you guys all seeing that? Are you guys all seeing it? It should be loaded right there for you. Now, here's the thing. I always do webinar specials. I love giving away webinar specials. How many of you guys like specials? Do you guys like specials? Okay, good. I promise I got giveaways coming when we're done here, so hang with me, okay? The giveaways are coming soon, so hang with me for 1 second. If you sign up tonight, we're going to send you a free shirt or tank top of what we have left, okay? We're going to send you anyone that signs up tonight, which is if you're watching this webinar, it's the 29th, okay? If you're watching the recording, it's the 29th. Anyone who signs up tonight, you are going to get a free we have Let's Puke Together tanks. We have Josh is my push coach t-shirts, and we have Arrogant as a rock star t-shirts. You're going to get one of those things for free, okay? The other thing you're going to get, anyone who signs up, whoops, where'd you go? Come back to me. There we go. I got my bonuses here. Anyone who signs up this weekend at all, if you sign up this weekend for Art of Recruiting, or if you're on here and you've already done the Art of Recruiting and you want to sign up for the Push Life community, that's where we go after the Art of Recruiting to help you keep going. Jennifer, it's just $199 one time. It's a 1 month training, okay? Just $199 once, okay? If you sign up for the Art of Recruiting or the Push Life community, you can use the coupon code Mindset Makeover in all caps to get 50% off a ticket to my event, which is coming up in October. In October, I'm having an event right here in Tulsa. It'll be myself, Micah Folsom, Melanie Mitro, Andrea Crowder, Crystal Courier, and Melissa West from the John Maxwell team. We're also working on getting a few more speakers because we want to represent a bunch of different companies. If you want to come to my event in October, if you buy either groups this weekend, you're going to get half off a ticket to my event. Go check that out at the website. Now, here's the other thing. One more bonus, and then I'll shut up and give stuff away. Sound good? You guys want me to give stuff away? Because I want to give stuff away. The first 10 people to sign up for the Art of Recruiting tonight, I'm going to host a special mastermind call for, where I'm going to get all 10 of you on a Zoom call together, and I'm going to let each one of you, one at a time, pick my brain about any limiting beliefs or fears or struggles that you are having in your business, okay? Anything that you want to chat with me about, the first 10 that sign up tonight, we're going to hop on a mastermind call together, okay? And one at a time, I will let each of you pick my brain about anything we talked about tonight. Basically, you're going to get a free kind of coaching session with me in a group of 10. Any questions that you have about limiting beliefs, fears, things you're struggling in, I will go over that with you. We're going to do that on a special call just for the first 10 that sign up tonight, okay? After the month is over, yes, you get to hold on to all of the training videos. We don't shut the Facebook group down, so you have lifetime access to the Art of Recruiting modules, okay? You guys ready to do it? Go get signed up for the Art of Recruiting, guys. It's going to change your life. If you say, Josh, I don't know if I have the time to put into my business. Guys, we've already been through this. You do have the time. That's a limiting belief. Please, please, please. You've let your limiting beliefs hold you back in your business for way too long, okay? Don't let your limiting beliefs hold you back from signing up for a training that could change your life forever. You say, Josh, I don't know if my spouse will let me. I've got a challenge for you tonight. Can I give you guys a really, really, really special challenge? If you are someone who gets spouse to support you on trainings like this because they don't believe that it's worth it or they don't believe in your business, I have a very special challenge for you. I want you to go to your spouse tonight and I want you to say, here's the thing. I know you don't really believe in this. I know you don't really support this, and I know you think that I'm wasting my time, but here's the deal. If you will let me sign up for this training, I make you a promise. I promise you that I will put in the work and effort it takes to at least win the cashback challenge, or I won't ask for money for trainings again. Now, this is getting really serious, guys. But if you are sick and tired of not getting results in your business and you're finally ready to do something about it, I challenge you. I challenge you to say, let me do this. And if I don't win my cashback challenge, I won't ask for money again for these trainings. And then go make it happen. Guys, your story could be the next one. Let's make it happen together. All right? Okay. Are you guys ready for giveaways? You guys ready for giveaways? P.S. The group, The Art of Recruiting, starts on Monday. Okay? It starts on Monday. So if you get signed up tonight, we will get you over into the Facebook group probably first thing tomorrow. Okay? We won't get everyone signed up tonight. Probably first thing tomorrow. Okay? So get signed up tonight, and then we will get you in the group tomorrow. And you'll get access to the modules as soon as you are in the group. Okay? It's going to be an exciting weekend. All of the Synergence girls asking about the Synergence Mastermind, would you do me a huge favor? Email us through the website, okay? If you're a Synergence girl wanting in our new mastermind, my Beachbody one is completely sold out, okay? But if you're a Synergence girl wanting the mastermind, go to my website and email us through there, and we will get you first come, first serve people into the mastermind until it's full. Sound good? Okay, let's give stuff away. Let me check my messages from J Ring here. All right, here we go. Giveaways from the tagging contest that we had yesterday in the Facebook event. We had a contest in there to have people tag people. For every 5 people tagged, you got entered into a drawing. And here's what we got. For the free shirt, is Christy Daum, I think is the last name, D-A-U-M. I really, really, really apologize if I pronounced that wrong. Christy Daum. The free training group goes to Stacy White. And the $200 goes to Laura Schuscher Riedel. Again, if I pronounce that wrong, I'm really sorry, guys. The $200 goes to Laura Schuscher Riedel. If you were one of the winners from tonight, please, please, please go to my website, www.joshuacoates.com. I'll put it in here one more time. If you are a winner tonight, go to my website, email us through the website so that we can get the information we need to get you your prizes. Okay, for tonight, for the hashtag Let's Puke Together posts. I said it right. Awesome. Here are the winners of the shirts. Again, please email us through the website so that we can get the information to get you your prizes. Shirt winners are Brandy Sweat, Ginger Williams Garner, Brianna Allen, Allison Revise, I apologize if I said that wrong, and Michelle Phillips. Shirt winners again are Brandy Sweat, Ginger Williams Garner, Brianna Allen, Allison Revise, and Michelle Phillips. And the training group winners, 5 people that are going to get a free spot in any of my trainings on my website that you choose, are Sean. Man, Sean, I know you, but your last name it's a doozy. I'm going to go for it. But I think I'm going to get it wrong. Sean Borjunian. I butchered that. I'm sorry, Sean. I'm sorry, man. Sean Borjunian, Bourguignon. I can spell it, Sean, but I think I said it wrong, and I apologize, man. The next training group winner is Casey Cox Smith. We have Anne Marie Kellen, Casey Geisler, and Debbie Salveson. Again, the training group winners: Sean, Casey Cox Smith, Anne Marie Kellen, Casey Geisler, Debbie Salveson. Those are all of the winners. Please email us through joshuacoates.com so that we can get you your prizes. I want to see you guys all in the art of recruiting, guys, where we are going to rock your business and take you to the next freaking level. Guys, whether you sign up or whether you don't, I want to look you in the eyeball, and I want to say this to you. I believe in you. I believe you have what it takes to do whatever it is you want in life, to grow, to expand, to see success, whatever it is you're fighting for. I am pleading with you. Do not give up. Keep fighting for what you want. Keep fighting for what you believe in. Everything you want is on the other side of your fears, is on the other side of your excuses. You are in control if you decide to take control. Take control of your mindset, take control of your actions, take control of your life, and go build the business and the life that you want and love. I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging with me tonight. Have an awesome night. You should be getting the replay sent to you in the next hour. Feel free to share it with anyone you want. Let's help all the people in the world to get a mindset makeover. I love you guys. Let's puke together. I will see you guys soon. Bye.